I'm at the Mad River Fish Hatchery, which is expected to cease operations next month due to increased regulatory demands, aging infrastructure, and operational expenses.
We estimate that we would need an additional $1 million annually to operate the facility and the associated monitoring program in the river, on top of the money that we already spend. And then we likely have about $10 million in deferred maintenance that needs to occur at the facility. And then additionally, $30 million to make the facility more climate resilient. The Mad River has a federally threatened steelhead species on it under the Federal Endangered Species Act. And CDFW secured a Federal Endangered Species Act permit through a hatchery genetic management plan. And that hatchery genetic management plan requires a lot of things, but one of the things it requires is that we spawn a very large proportion of the hatchery operations with natural origin fish and not hatchery origin fish. And it also reduced the total number of fish that we can produce at the facility. And those two driving factors of the federal permit have made it really hard to operate the facility since that permit was issued. In the long run, we just don't think it's sustainable to operate under that regulatory environment. Generally speaking, a lot of them are going to swim past the hatchery and go back up into the upper Mad River and its tributaries to spawn, versus hatchery origin fish were born at the hatchery, so they're cued into that facility and they return at a higher proportion to the facility. From an environmental perspective, there's an ongoing debate about the positive and negative effects of hatcheries on wild stocks of fish as it relates to competition in the wild with hatchery fish versus natural origin fish, or domestication and reduced fitness in the hatchery.
I think the best way to move forward with, cultivating these wild fish populations is to, provide more habitat restoration to increase flows.
In 2004, the hatchery closed but was reopened the next year through community support. This time, efforts are already underway with a petition that has amassed nearly 1,600 signatures since Thursday.
I started the petition because I grew up fishing the Mad River. When I was a kid, I caught my first salmon and my first steelhead on that river, and I continue to fish it religiously, and I guide on it, and I take my children fishing on it. They've also got to catch their first steelhead on that river. And I hate to see a good thing like this go away. It's going to affect the local economy a lot. We're going to have 2 more years of returning hatchery fish, and then after that, I'm going to have to drive all the way to almost Oregon, either the Smith River or the Chetco River in Oregon, to guide, to take my people that come from Fresno, Sacramento, and they want to fish, they want to kill a hatchery fish. I'm going to have to take them all the way up there to be able to do that.
The property will remain open to the public for access to the Mad River. From the Mad River Fish Hatchery, I'm Savannah Robinson for Redwood News.